It's showtime.
Hey, welcome to Did You Watch Survivor Last Night? This is the only Survivor podcast for compassionate haters. My name is Jake Scheidel. Each week I ask my best friend Thomas Powell if he did indeed watch a certain reality show. Hey, Thomas, how's it going this morning?
Jake, it's going so well. It's June. We love it being the month of June, and we especially love when it's the month of June, but it isn't summer yet.
Well, that's extremely specific.
You're going to have to wait 2 more weeks.
I don't actually, because it's got to be close to 70 degrees. The sun is out.
2 more weeks of spring.
The sun is out. The sky is blue. The birds are chirping, and I get too hot if I go outside with pants on. I wear shorts instead. I don't want people to get confused.
You're Donald Ducking it outside. Jake has been banned from every local establishment. But that's not going to stop him.
That's right. I love wearing shorts in the summer, which it is actually currently. And the thing about summertime is there's not a new season of Survivor to watch. So, Thomas, did you want to simulate a season of Survivor with the guys from Conclave?
A very specific ask. Yes, I would love to do that.
All right, I am sending you the cast, the tribe makeup right now on the XDMs. You know XDMs?
Yeah, they haven't gotten rid of them yet.
Not yet, but they're trying. Can you read off the people and remind me? Oh, I'll tell you first. Cardinal Thomas Lawrence is one of the people, and his photo got all corrupted somehow in this.
There's a couple photos of these that look like they have already been eliminated.
What do you mean?
Monsignor Raymond O'Malley.
Yeah, that was the only.
Oh yeah, the super compressed.
Yeah.
I would have preferred wide Cardinal Lawrence to thin Cardinal Lawrence.
Oh, did you get a thin Cardinal
Adeyemi,
Lawrence?
it looks like, got fucked up in a similar way. Dead Pope is the superior photo here. It's a nice wide, scaled
Dead
photo.
Pope's got the perfect photo for that tribe.
Anyway, we've got the San Pietro tribe that is Archbishop Janusz Wozniak, Cardinal Joshua Adeyemi, Cardinal Sabadine, Cardinal Thomas Lawrence, Cardinal Vincent Benitez, Dead Pope, Monsignor Raymond O'Malley, and Sister Agnes.
I should point out, Dead Pope made the cast because on Wikipedia, only 15 characters are named. And even then, I couldn't get 100% of the photos of all of them. So I had to take some liberties, including casting the Dead Pope, who doesn't even have a real name in the movie.
So the sequel to the Young Pope, the Dead Pope.
Yeah, R.I.P. to that Pope. Who's on the Bernini tribe, Thomas?
The Bernini tribe. It's Archbishop Mandorf, which is just a picture of that actor.
Yeah, they Google Images didn't have one for that guy.
Cardinal Aldo Bellini, Cardinal Goffredo Tedesco, Cardinal Jacob Tremblay. Here's a picture of young actor Jacob Tremblay. Cardinal Lombardi, Cardinal Villanueva, Pope Leo the 14th, Pope Leo the 14th, and Sister Shinumi.
Yeah, so I did have to cast the real life Pope.
The actual Pope.
I feel
it's
like
a cameo in this season.
That feels appropriate. Okay, so we've got 16 guys playing Survivor Conclave. Oh, did you see the logo I found in the top left corner?
Let's see.
It says Survivor Italy.
I just clicked out of the
God damn it.
DM there. Survivor Italy.
Isn't that?
I don't see. Oh, yep, I see it right there. Does that exist? Is there an Italian Survivor?
No, I think this is a fan-made image that I found while putting this together yesterday. So currently we're starting off on the San Pietro tribe. They currently have an idol hidden, but there are no alliances yet. Same on the Bernini tribe. Okay, Thomas, I'm going to ask you to tell me, in your grand knowledge of the Catholic Church, what would a challenge called Dragon Dance mean in biblical terms?
Biblical terms. I don't know. They're not really big about dragons. in
That's what I was trying to remember.
Catholicism.
Like, are there any dragons in the Bible?
No, I don't think so.
Huh, interesting. The San Pietro tribe wins, which is obviously the one that we like mostly. It's got, well, I don't know, because Pope Leo's on the other one, and I like him. They also win a piece of flint, immunity, and that. San Pietro idol is hidden. Cardinal Adeyemi has a major meltdown. It's literally day one.
Come on, man.
And would you believe Sister Agnes is impressing the rest of the team? What a surprise. Both
Yeah, not.
both of them playing into their character immediately from the movie.
Yeah, Adeyemi the first day was saying how he felt the Holy Spirit. He swears he felt the Holy Spirit last night.
Let's see. Tedesco and Lombardi have a small fight, probably about which is better, vaping or smoking. Chicago's Pope is impressing the rest of the team. He is
Just like in real life.
exactly. He considers Cardinal Villanueva a challenge liability. Lombardi considers Shanumi a liability. Tedesco is targeting Lombardi. Okay, we're at the point where everybody's targeting everybody. Who gives a shit? Okay, the final targets are Lombardi and Villanueva. And could you identify either of them from the movie if I told you you had to?
No, I certainly could not.
It is a tie. They re-vote, and the first person voted out is Cardinal Lombardi, who was one of those three guys in that photo that I sent you.
Yeah, R.I.P. to this man.
One of those guys. Okay, so everybody had their reasons. That's great. Up next, we have the next episode.
Jake, I just want to. I feel the need to ask this.
Okay.
Did you have any reservations about having one tribe of Catholic priests have a young boy on it?
The next challenge is called Chinese checkers.
Oh, interesting. You're just going to sweep that under the rug. That's par for the course for this kind of thing.
As Conan O'Brien said on the Oscars, something along the lines of a movie about the Catholic Church, but don't worry. That's pretty accurate.
Imagine if you'd done this and every single person immediately was like, they're targeting Jacob Tremblay.
This next challenge is called Catholic Checkers. Two members of the tribe go to Catholic Mass. The San Pietro tribe wins again. They win fishing gear and a fishing boat. They also get to kidnap one player from the losing tribe who will be back in time for the next immunity challenge.
Uh-oh.
Who do you think they kidnapped?
Did they kidnap Jacob Tremblay?
Happy to say they did not kidnap the child.
What?
I want to point out, Jacob Tremblay, I believe, is 18 now, so that's just an old photo.
Well, that's why they're not interested anymore.
They, in fact, kidnap Chicago's Pope, Pope Leo, because apparently this tribe wants to go to hell. That would be a fun season. You know, they did David versus Goliath. They should do Survivor Heaven versus Hell.
That'd be pretty good.
Chicago's Pope has been kidnapped.
The Pope is missing. Are you a bad enough dude to save the Pope?
He receives a clue to the hidden immunity idol and gives it to Monsignor O'Malley. That was Cardinal Lawrence's errand boy from the movie, if you
Sure.
forgot.
Which one's the drunk one?
I don't remember. I thought it was I thought it was Janis Wozniak, right?
I think so, yeah.
But then there was no reference to him being the drunk guy in the Wikipedia bio, so I'm not sure. The San Pietro hidden immunity idol is currently hidden. Great. I don't think you needed to tell me that website. Okay. Sabadin and Agnes have a minor disagreement. Adeyemi and Chicago's Pope bond slightly. Interesting, Leo. I don't know if that's the guy you want to align with. Okay, so there's an alliance between Wozniak, the dead Pope, and Sister Agnes. Weird group, but okay. Bernini tribe wins immunity called Gatecrasher. That's exciting, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. The San Pietro tribe idol has been found. Who do you think found it?
Wait, the San Pietro tribe idol. Let's see. I'm going to say that Cardinal Lawrence found it.
It was Cardinal Sabadin.
Okay.
who's like,
That cardinal we all know and love.
I think he was like the third guy in that meeting in the stairwell between Aldo and
Okay.
Lawrence about if they should vote for Jacob Tremblay or not. It's got the regular normal powers. Okay, Adeyemi and O'Malley bond strongly. It does have a lasting impact. Benitez and Agnes have a major fight. Oh no. Dead Pope and O'Malley have found something in common. Lasting impact. Dead Pope leaves his alliance and is replaced by Sabadin. Benitez, Agnes, Dead Pope, and... Oh my god, there's too much information. Dead Pope and Benitez are the final two targets on that tribe. Okay. Major fights between Bellini and Shinumi, then also Tedesco and Chicago's Pope. Chicago's Pipe. Bellini rests.
I feel like anytime that Bellini would get mad at me, it'd be like, why don't you cool off? Go get yourself a Bellini.
I did, finding these photos for each contestant, I did find a thread on X the Everything app of cocktails based on each of the cardinals in Conclave.
I wonder what the Cardinal Bellini cocktail was.
It was the one they started with and said, this one is obvious. It's a Bellini.
Have you had a Bellini before?
I have had a Bellini. I love a Bellini.
They're delicious.
Yeah. Bellinis, Palomas, ranch water even. I love a summery drink, you know?
What is ranch water?
It's so much better than the name would provide. Or
because I know what it brings to mind. I know what it brings to mind. But
I want to say it's tequila and seltzer or something.
Cocktail typically made with tequila, lime juice, and Topo Chico sparkling mineral water. That does sound good.
It's quite tasty. Don't get the ones in the cans. Those are fine, but like get it at like a real place that sells cocktails, like a cocktail bar. A tasty restaurant that sells cocktails also. Okay, Dead Pope's getting a lot of votes. Benitez is getting a lot of votes. Benitez, Pope innocent, and Pope no more. Cardinal Benitez has been voted out. No reaction?
I mean,
the future Pope's just been voted out.
It's crazy. Well, the reason he got voted out is because we already have a future Pope, and it's Pope Leo.
He's current Pope, actually. Was Conclave, did that take place in the future or the past or the present?
All three. It took place, it was a quantum. It was a quantum conclave.
The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. The Holy Trinity of time. Okay, Sabadin still has his idol, still in that alliance with Agnes and Wozniak. I hope that Sister Agnes is playing these two, because those two guys, I feel like they suck. And Agnes is good, actually.
Agnes is a good, subtle social player.
Mm-hmm. This next challenge is for a reward. It's called Clear the Deck. The winners get lantern, kerosene, blankets, pillow, rope, and a tarp. Wow. Remember when Survivor used to be good? The tribe of Bernini wins. They also get to kidnap one player from the losing tribe. Oh, hey, the picture for Cardinal Lawrence. They kidnapped Cardinal Lawrence. His picture for me finally...
The picture's not fucked up in that one?
It's less fucked up. Instead of it just being scrambled, now it's the thin Cardinal Lawrence that I think you initially got. He receives a clue and gives
I shall pretend this picture getting fucked up never happened.
But it did happen!
But it has happened.
Cardinal Lawrence receives a clue to the hidden immunity idol. Guess who he gives it to? Remember, his boy...
Does he give it to Cardinal Aldo Bellini?
You would think, because they were boys in the Conclave. But he actually gives it to Tedesco.
Whoa, what?
You know, it's a lot of twists here on Survivor Italy, Survivor Conclave.
Good on Tedesco for not quitting because he can't vape also.
Yeah.
Other Survivor players have not managed to do that, so...
Did you appreciate me picking specifically a picture of Tedesco vaping for his profile picture?
I do, but the picture...
it's pretty low quality. You can't really tell what's happening.
Yeah, well, it's like dark, too. I can't really see anything in the picture. But I do appreciate you doing that. He's kind of the Shane Powers of this season, I think.
Everybody is saying it. At the Bernini tribe the idol is hidden and is found by Cardinal Villanueva. Remember him?
Yeah, sure.
He's famous for having a lot of backstage photos from Conclave on his IMDb. Like the
I think
actor.
his might be the most fucked up of all of the pictures here.
Why do you say that?
It's like warped, like it's impossible to make. It almost looks like. Do you remember the that one fresco of Jesus that got touched up by somebody?
Oh, of course, yeah.
He kind of looks like that.
That's really cool. I think we should have cast him instead of Pope Leo, I guess.
It looks like you're looking at him through a fisheye lens.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so 90s. This next challenge is for immunity. It's called Blade Runner. They have to watch Blade Runner and write a 250-word essay on if they get it or not.
Or the Blade Runner, as Roger Ebert called it in a video that I just saw from at the movies.
That's fun. The Bernini tribe wins immunity. That's Pope Leo, Shinumi, and Jacob Tremblays. And Bellini and Tedesco. Villanueva and Mandorf are also on that tribe. Don't forget about them. Okay, let's see. Cardinal Lawrence and Dead Pope bond slightly. Yeah, we know. They were friends.
We're playing chess. Fine.
Cardinal Lawrence strongly dislikes Adeyemi. Sabadin considers Monsignor O'Malley a challenge liability. Cardinal Adeyemi dislikes strongly Cardinal Lawrence. What a surprise. Okay, so it's between Thomas Lawrence, Sabadin, or Raymond O'Malley. On that tribe, there's a minor disagreement between Archbishop Mandorf and Chicago's Pope. Now, see, I don't think that's a good idea to disagree with
not
the Pope
smart.
if you're an Archbishop.
Not smart, Cardinal Mandorf.
This is actually Archbishop Mandorf.
Archbishop Mandorf.
Archbishop Mandorf also has a small fight with Sister Shinumi. Also a bad idea. Chicago's Pope leaves his alliance. Probably because Archbishop was in it. Mandorf.
Classic Mandorf.
Okay, we finally get to this vote. Oh, God, it's Sabadin, 4-3 over Monsignor O'Malley. Good. I didn't want to see that guy.
Good riddance.
I didn't like him.
Cardinal Sabadin.
Yeah. Can't spell Sabadin without sin. Right?
You can't spell it without Abba either.
Yeah. Dancing queen, dancing back to
this queen danced his way out of the competition.
There we go. Okay, so we still have all the alliances. The next challenge, okay, this one is actually very Catholic. It's called Great Ball of Fire, and it's for reward. Tell me about the Great Balls of Fire in the Bible, Thomas.
It's a burning bush, I guess.
There's got to be a lot of fire in the Bible. They talk about hell constantly. Okay, so the San Pietro tribe wins fishing lesson and cooked meal from a local family, spices and vegetables. They can also win.
It's cool that they get like a local Italian dinner.
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's the family
some
from
Alia Iolio in ya.
It's the family from season 4 of Jersey Shore. They also get to kidnap one player from the losing tribe. Who do they kidnap?
Which tribe won again?
San Pietro.
Is Tremblay getting kidnapped now?
No, it's Cardinal Bellini. Thomas Lawrence missed his friend Bellini. He said, please come hang out.
That's it, yeah. Lawrence needs to get him over there.
Okay, he gives the clue to the idol to Dead Pope. Good news. Do you think Dead Pope is a Weekend at Bernie's situation?
I think it has to be.
Like, he literally walked in dead. Cardinal Lawrence and Dead Pope have a major fight. It has a lasting impact. Okay. But Cardinal Lawrence and Sister Agnes find something in common, and that also has a lasting impact. So that's promising. I don't know.
Are they bonding strongly? Who's to say?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. This next one is called Warriors Duel, David versus Goliath. Now, that's from Survivor and also the Bible, right? Warriors Duel. That's the name of this immunity challenge.
Yeah, there's they got duels that happen
They do
in
duels
there.
all the time in the fucking Bible. Tedesco's tribe wins. They're called Bernini. That's the one with Pope Leo and Shinumi as well as Jacob Tremblay. Okay, good for them. Archbishop Wozniak and Sister Agnes have something in common. I'm surprised how far Wozniak has gotten. I guess we're only 4 episodes in.
Well, he is one of the founders of was it Microsoft or Apple? It's Archbishop Steve Wozniak.
Oh, Archbishop Steve Apple, you're talking about.
Yeah, Steve Apple.
Yeah, of course. The final targets are Dead Pope, Monsignor Raymond O'Malley, and Cardinal Thomas Lawrence on San Pietro's tribe. Oh my God, Archbishop has another fight. It causes Bellini to leave the alliance he was in with Mandorf. He then the rest at camp. I can't wait for this Mandorf dude to get voted out. It's a tie between O'Malley and Thomas Lawrence at the vote. They revote. It's your man Thomas Lawrence who gets voted out. Thomas.
No.
I know. We were all rooting for him. He would have been Pope John, but it's now time for the twist. Each tribe is asked to pick the 2 strongest players from the other tribe. San Pietro chooses Cardinal Bellini and Cardinal Villanueva, while the Bernini tribe chooses Archbishop Wozniak and Monsignor O'Malley. Each group of 2 players will actually be switching tribes. That's how they do it over in Italy. Thomas, I was expecting you to be like a Bible expert and be like, oh, this is just like when this happened in the Bible. And none of that has happened yet. So
Yeah, I don't know. This is like when, I don't know, Moses. They're leaving babies, 2 sets of babies in baskets to get adopted later.
The next immunity challenge is called Plunge, Pull, Pop. Pop. That's what a lot of people call a father, which is something from Catholicism too. See, Thomas, it's that easy. The new Bernini tribe wins immunity. That is, of course, Wozniak, Mandorf, Tedesco, Tremblay, O'Malley, Pope Leo, and Sister Shinumi. Damn, a lot of dudes we're not rooting for on that tribe at this point. Who's your favorite at this point in the season?
Probably Pope Leo or Dead Pope.
You got to root for one of the popes. I am also rooting for Sister Agnes or Shinumi. Chicago's Pope and Sister Shinumi have a major fight, as do Cardinal Tremblay and Sister Shinumi. I take it back. Sister Shinumi, I am not rooting for
Causing
anymore.
drama.
I don't like drama on my television. Cardinal Villanueva plays his hidden immunity idol. Any votes for him will not count. He received 0 votes, and actually, it's Cardinal Bellini who's voted out.
Wow, just like in the movie.
Just like in the movie. They're taking out all the main characters. Who's the biggest character left?
Tedesco, maybe?
Tedesco. Or, I guess, Pope Leo the 14th. He kind of is
Sister
constantly in the
Agnes.
news. Sister Agnes was a big deal. Oscar winner.
No, she was Oscar nominee.
Did Isabella Rossellini ever win an Oscar?
I don't know if she's ever won one, but she did not win one for Conclave.
Okay. This next one is actually very Catholic. If you've ever read a Dan Brown book, it's called Search and Decode. Is that Dan Brown?
All right. Is there a code?
Isn't there some book that's like National Treasure that's all Catholic, though?
Well, I mean, yeah, but that's the Da Vinci Code.
The Da Vinci Code.
I kept thinking of Angels and Demons.
Yes. Aren't they the same series?
Yes, they are.
Okay. So Bernini tribe wins the Angels and Demons challenge. They win a tea house visit with a bath and shower. Wow, in the pre-merge? That's so nice. And they can also kidnap somebody. They kidnap Villanueva. Great.
There's a lot of kidnapping happening
Well,
this
just
season.
like in the Catholic Church. He receives a clue to a hidden immunity idol, and guess who he gives it to? God. fucking shit guys helping shit guys. He gives it to Archbishop Mandorf. And then
I
they
am
immediately
so
have a fight.
Sick. So sick. What are they getting in a fight about?
I don't know. Cardinal Tremblay and Monsignor O'Malley bond slightly. Okay, maybe this is an alliance we can root for. The alliance between Mandorf and Villanueva has dissolved. Okay, I didn't even know you guys were in an alliance. Okay. This next challenge is for immunity. It's called Survivor Smorgasbord. It's a fun word to say. San Pietro tribe wins. Who is at this point Adeyemi, Villanueva, the Dead Pope, and Sister Agnes.
This is probably them eating like gross stuff, right? Is what that challenge is.
Castaways would have to eat traditional Italian dishes in which they must eat all of it and show their empty mouth to finish. The first tribe to 4 points wins immunity. I guess
they just make you eat a big old plate of spaghetti. It's like way too much.
Yeah. One person gets the spaghetti, one person gets the meatballs, one person gets the garlic bread, and one person has to finish off the wine, which they probably gave to Dead Pope, right?
Yeah.
Like, here's the body, the blood of Christ. Maybe this will help you through the rest of the game.
You know that MF's going to bless that, too.
You know it. The San Pietro hidden immunity idol is not currently hidden. Excuse me for doing that. Dead Pope is impressing the rest of the team because he's got the blood of Christ in him now. Forms an alliance with Adeyemi. Great. Tremblay and Shinumi bond. Chicago's Pope and Shinumi bond. Archbishop Mandorf and Shinumi bond. O'Malley rests at camp. Tedesco is targeted. Wozniak is targeted. Pope Leo is targeted. Okay. They vote. Oh, and it is across the board Tedesco.
Oh, man. R.I.P. Bozo.
Yeah. Man, sucks
Smoking
to
that
suck.
Tedesco, vaping that Tedesco pack.
We are finally to the merge. We are on the Vatican tribe now. It is Wozniak, Mandorf. How did those two make it? Tremblay, Adeyemi, Villanueva, Dead Pope, O'Malley, Pope Leo, Sister Agnes, and Sister Shinumi.
Every time you say Dead Pope, my brain thinks you're going to say Deadpool.
That's who we should have added.
Wouldn't that be crazy if he was there?
What if Deadpool was in there?
I bet he'd have some irreverent things to say.
He's so funny all the time. Okay, so everybody reforms their
he's
alliances.
Not PC. He's not PC. I just want to say that, you know?
Okay. This next immunity challenge, you have to remember from the Bible. It's called Feast Memory. The Bible's all about feasts.
So this is like the Last Supper.
What about several fishes or whatever he did? Several, remember Jelinski?
Yeah, the miracle of the fishes and loaves.
Yeah, Sister Shinumi does that. She wins immunity. She makes the most fishes and loaves with her Catholic magic. How does it work, Thomas?
Yeah, this is just classic. It's Catholic witchcraft.
Adeyemi and Villanueva find something in common. Villanueva and Sister Agnes have a minor disagreement. Tremblay is targeting Chicago's Pope because he's a threat. Okay, nothing else is happening. So it's between the two popes. Pope Leo or Dead Pope. Who do you think's going home?
I'm going to say Dead Pope.
It's Chicago's Pope is voted out.
No, you're not allowed to do that.
You're literally not allowed to do that. I'm actually feeling so guilty right now.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Yeah, I will say the Chicago style Pope, you know, they got the poppy seeds, they got the sport peppers on them. Good stuff.
The next challenge is called The Bucket Stops Here. Remember the bucket from the Bible. The group of Wozniak, Adeyemi, O'Malley, and Shinumi win. They win a village trip for authentic Italian meal and a clue to the hidden immunity idol. Next one is called Dragon Rider. It's an immunity challenge, and guess who rides the dragon best?
Is it Dead Pope?
No, it's actually Shinumi.
Oh, that's cool.
She continues to win. The final targets are Wozniak, Agnes, and Adeyemi. And the person voted out is finally Wozniak. Who gives a shit? 4 for Wozniak, 3 for Agnes, 2 for Adeyemi. I'm not going to miss Wozniak.
As usual, Adeyemi not getting enough votes.
Okay, the next reward challenge is called Drumroll.
It's called drum roll.
It's called Drumroll, yeah. Just like in the Catholic Church, sometimes they have a drum set. Is that true? I'm trying to remember. Do they have drum sets in?
Yeah, sometimes the bands for depending, like sometimes it's just a guy at a piano or a lady at a piano. Sometimes they got a band.
Mm-hmm. It's either a guy or a lady at the piano because, as we all know, in the Catholic Church, there's only 2 genders: ladies or popes. Group
Ladies
1 wins.
is popes too. Go and brush your shoulders off.
There we go. Adeyemi, Villanueva, O'Malley, and Agnes win an overnight cruise. Thomas, I need the name of an Italian river immediately. Help me, please.
Oh, I don't know. If it was France, I would have you covered. We'd be talking about the Seine, but I don't know.
They win an overnight cruise on the Seine River, including dinner. I would hope so, if it's overnight.
What's the river that goes through Venice?
The Thames? I don't fucking know.
It is not the Thames. Not even close.
Can you look it up real quick, or you want me to?
Yeah, let's see. Venice River.
Okay. I'll pull up the next episode of Survivor Conclave. And then I have another thing for you to look up after that.
Venice is located along the Venetian Lagoon. So this is basically the Venetian Lagoon.
Okay, so they win a trip to the Venetian Lagoon and dinner. Do you know any Catholic astrology signs?
No, they don't have their own of that.
Apparently not. But according to a Reddit post I just saw, it's actually fine in Catholicism to practice. Zodiac or astrology, the initial challenge was called Chinese Zodiac Symbols. Ooh. Catholic Stations of the Cross is this challenge.
Okay.
They have to go through the Stations of the Cross. I was trying to think of, like, what are some classic Catholic symbols, and that was the first thing that came to mind. First thought, best thought. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
They have to go through each of the Stations of the Cross personally, and whoever makes it the furthest wins. That is, of course, Monsignor O'Malley. Not mad about that. I'm actually rooting for Monsignor O'Malley at this point.
Yeah.
Monsignor
Underrated character,
Shinumi.
Monsignor O'Malley.
The final targets are Sister Shinumi and Cardinal Villanueva, whose picture has gotten fucked up on this page now. He's kind of going backwards at like 45 degrees. It's like slant. It's pretty funny. Okay. Okay, Sister Shinumi is voted out 5-3 over Villanueva. You hate to see it.
That's what you get for causing drama.
Yeah, that's a good point. She did get in a lot of fights with people. Not as many as Mandorf, though.
Some about Mandorf. I don't know why he's still here.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, Mandorf, Tremblay, and O'Malley are in an alliance. That seems stupid. I don't like that. Adeyemi's in an alliance with O'Malley. Adeyemi's in a different alliance with the dead Pope. Adeyemi might win this whole fucking thing. Ugh. Okay, Thomas, who's the Catholic equivalent of Confucius?
Probably Jesus, right? I mean...
Okay, this challenge is called Jesus Said. Castaways must answer a trivia question about Catholicism and its culture. First castaway to answer 5 questions correctly wins.
This is basically Uncle Baby Billy's Bible Bonkers.
Yes, exactly. Cardinal Adeyemi wins reward. Of course he does, because he's a traditionalist, just like his good friend Tedesco. He brings O'Malley and the dead Pope on the reward. They win an overnight trip to the Vatican Temple. It's not called the temple. What's it called in the Vatican? Church?
Cathedral?
Cathedral. They win a trip to the Vatican Cathedral. There we go.
You know what I love is a basilica. That's a great name
Beautiful
too.
stuff. Fuck. I'm so sorry to our Catholic listeners for saying the F word, but this challenge is called Starstruck. It is for immunity, and Archbishop Mandorf won.
God, come on.
Okay, Dead Pope and Monsignor O'Malley bond strongly. Great. There's a new alliance between Dead Pope, Villanueva, Tremblay, and Mandorf. Fuck, I'm really hoping Tremblay pulls this one out because he's making some choices. Okay,
That's what everyone was saying when they thought it was between Tedesco and Tremblay.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so everybody's forming new alliances in the final 6 or whatever this is now. It's between Villanueva, Agnes, and Adeyemi as we go into the final 7, tribal council. Nobody has any idols to play, and Sister Agnes is voted out 6-1.
Typical of the Catholic Church.
Yeah. A woman can't be the Pope? Get the fuck over yourselves. Did you even see Conclave? And don't come at me. I know what Conclave's about, actually. And I know what gender is, actually. Don't talk to me. But please comment on YouTube. Okay, so...
But not anything about that. You have to say, ha ha ha, very funny smiley face.
Please don't...
Or just smiley face.
Don't talk to me about gender or anything. This is literally about popes and nothing else. So we finally have only men available in the Pope off.
Dudes rock.
Yeah, especially these dudes. It's the final 6 of Survivor Conclave. Archbishop Mandorf, Cardinal Jacob Tremblay, Cardinal Joshua Adeyemi, Cardinal Villanueva, Dead Pope, and Monsignor Raymond O'Malley. As long as it's not Mandorf or Adeyemi, I'm happy. Fuck, I'll leave it. I'm even rooting for Villanueva at this point. The school.
It'll be nice to see how much more fucked up that picture can get.
It's the reward challenge. It's called Marco Popo. It's like Marco Polo, but you have to pull a Pope hat over your eyes instead of closing your eyes.
Marco Polo was himself Italian, I think. So.
Oh, good point. That's actually what the reference was. Why? This is based off of Survivor China, this template. Why did they have a challenge called Marco Polo? Did he go to China?
He did go to China.
Oh, good for him. A lot of people have been to China, actually. It doesn't make him special. Cardinal Villanueva wins
big
reward.
Deal.
Big deal. A lot of people have been across the ocean.
Stefan Marbury went to China. You don't see them naming stuff after him.
Cardinal Villanueva wins. He shares the reward with Dead Pope and Jacob Tremblay. That's really nice, helping the old people and also the young people. They win a boat trip and feast with loved ones, an overnight stay at camp for loved ones, and the right to a phone call home. To whom?
To the Vatican, I guess?
Cardinal Villanueva wins the immunity challenge called... Oh, God, we got to come up with a new name for this one. Quick, Thomas, come up with a Catholic version of Swamp Donkeys. Attached to a rope, the final 6 must run down a swampy course, going over and under a series of hitching posts to a color-coordinated set of boxes. Is that anything from the Bible?
Yeah, I don't know. This is called Oasis Camels.
There we go. Cardinal Villanueva. I keep wanting to call him Charlie Villanueva whenever I see his name.
Jake, I'm so glad you said that. I have thought that many times here.
So Charlie Villanueva has a major meltdown. He's like, I have to admit, I'm actually NBA player Charlie Villanueva. I'm not
Charlie V,
Cardinal
baby.
at
He's
all.
here.
Charlie Villanueva is targeting Monsignor O'Malley because he has a slightly negative opinion. Okay, whatever. Tremblay's targeting Adeyemi. Okay. The final targets are Mandorf, Dead Pope, or Jacob Tremblay. damn, it's oh. Charlie Villanueva has the immunity necklace, obviously. Mandorf, Tremblay, Dead Pope. Mandorf is out, finally. 3-2 to 1. That was close.
Feels good.
Feels good to finally get rid of the bad man, Archbishop Mandorf. I wonder what he did in the movie. Okay, final 5 now. Everybody's aligned with everybody, obviously. Oh, yes, this one's called Zen Archery. We're going to call it Catholic Archery.
Yeah, what would it be? What is the Catholic version of Zen? It'd be like
prayer.
Pious archery.
Yeah, this challenge is called Pious Archery. The contestants must give each of 5 arrows to the other players in secret. Oh, this was such a fun one. Then use a replica of the 4th century repeating crossbow. What was it called? The Cascades? Was that an old Crusades? The Crusades? Wasn't that a big Catholic war thing? Anyway.
Yeah, it was pretty big.
Yeah, it was a big deal. Adeyemi wins this reward. He shares the reward with O'Malley and Dead Pope. They win. Whoa, holy shit. They win an overnight and overseas trip to the Great Wall of China. And a traditional Chinese meal. That's cool.
A succulent Chinese meal. No, they actually, what they get is they get a trip to the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Yeah, they go to the Leaning Tower of Pisa for a Leaning Tower of Pizza. And that Leaning Tower of Pizza is actually good. This next immunity challenge is actually called Italian Leftovers. They have to throw 3 metal stars at a target. It's just the same challenge, but with a different weapon. Dead Pope wins this one.
A little lazy on this one.
You know, it was really cool in Survivor China seeing these challenges, but then when you read them back...
Wait, what are they throwing in this one?
They are throwing... I think they were like shurikens.
This one they're throwing halberds, which is what the Swiss Guard who guard the Pope have. So they're throwing halberds.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah. Dead Pope, speaking of popes, wins this one. Dead Pope and Adeyemi find something in common. Tremblay and Villanueva bond strongly. Dead Pope leaves the alliance he had with Tremblay and Charlie Villanueva. He doesn't appreciate people lying about their identity.
Yeah.
That's why he works so hard to protect Pope Innocent.
That would never happen in a conclave. Somebody would keep something a secret.
Yeah, right. Okay, so everybody's targeting everybody, and the final targets are Adeyemi or Villanueva. God, you get popes. You know what you got to do. Okay, Villanueva, Adeyemi, Villanueva. You didn't do it. You voted out Charlie Villanueva. Well, to be fair, he shouldn't have been there. This is actually a conclave, not an all-star game.
You know, it is crazy that something that is a weakness in another competition is a strength here, because not getting votes, a problem when you want to be Pope, less of a problem when you want to win Survivor.
We're down to the final 4. It is now the finale of Survivor Conclave. It's Cardinal Jacob Tremblay, Cardinal Joshua Adeyemi, the Dead Pope, and Monsignor Raymond O'Malley. How has Raymond O'Malley stuck through this far? He had
everybody loves Monsignor Raymond O'Malley.
I guess his closest ally was out pretty early, so he kind of was just able to free roam or whatever the phrase may be.
He's kind of the Mike White of this season.
A lot of people are saying that. Okay, this one's called Great Wall of Zalin. What's that mean? What's the Catholic version of that?
I don't know.
Okay. This is a reward challenge.
This is a Leaning Tower. Anytime the Great Wall's there, the Leaning Tower replaces it.
Yeah. There's nothing else in Italy they could go see. Cardinal Adeyemi wins the reward, which is, hey, it's actually pizza, beer, brownies, and soft drinks. He shares it with Monsignor O'Malley. That's nice. Oh, God damn it. Okay, well, this one's actually easy to translate into Italian. The original challenge was called, for immunity, Broken China. We could just call this one Broken Italian.
Broken Italy.
Yeah. Hey, remember Project Italy from whatever season that was recently?
Oh, Operation Italy, I believe, is what it was.
Sure. Cardinal Adeyemi wins this one. They have to stack dishes. But the dishes actually still have leftover lasagna in them. So it's like
Yeah.
you got to be really clever about how you stack
Maybe you
them.
make a leaning tower of dishes.
Hey! Okay, Cardinal Tremblay and Dead Pope bond slightly. That being said, Cardinal Tremblay is still targeting Dead Pope because he's a small threat. Dead Pope is targeting Monsignor O'Malley because he's least aligned with him. The final targets are Dead Pope and Tremblay. First vote, Dead Pope. Second vote, Tremblay. Tremblay, Dead Pope. Oop, it's a tie between Dead Pope and Jacob Tremblay. They tie again.
Are they going to rocks?
No, it's the final four, so they have to do fire making.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
So who do you think would be better? The Weekend at Bernie's Pope or the child who's been trapped in a room for his entire life?
The Pope was good at chess, so I'm going to go with the Pope.
Yeah, the Pope was actually better at building fire as well. Cardinal Jacob Tremblay has been voted out of Survivor Conclave. You hate to see it, but it is what it is. Adeyemi and Dead Pope are the ones who voted for Tremblay. So it's the final tribal council between Cardinal Joshua Adeyemi, the Dead Pope, and Monsignor Raymond O'Malley, kind of leapfrogging his position to become Pope. Who is your favorite to win this one?
Probably Monsignor O'Malley.
He has played a strong game. The final jurors are Wozniak, Mandorf, Tremblay, Villanueva, Pope Leo, Sister Agnes, and Sister Shinumi. Damn. It's a weird jury. Okay, so we are proceeding to the final tribal council. First vote, Dead Pope. Cardinal Adeyemi, Monsignor O'Malley, Monsignor O'Malley, Cardinal Adeyemi, Adeyemi wins 4-2 to 1.
What
This
the
sucked.
fuck?
This sucked. So Adeyemi's your new Pope.
Monsignor O'Malley, this is a bitter jury. Monsignor O'Malley was robbed.
He really was. Cardinal Tedesco, one fan favorite, obviously.
You know, we love vaping and being racist.
I wish that it would show us the votes for each contestant as they made it through. Adeyemi won the most challenges. Raymond O'Malley won the most immunities. Dead Pope received the most votes. Adeyemi was the most strategic. Well, what do you think? Was that a good season or no?
Like a lot of good seasons, it left a sour taste at the end with the winner, but that's okay.
I suppose that's true. All right, Thomas. Well, we did actually crown a new pope this week, so could you tell us the name of this week's Popes quiz?
Are you the Pope? Are you actually the Pope? Pope or nope? This is by way. Why, hello there, who's a community contributor.
It's beautiful. Okay. We are starting. What's your favorite song? Every Breath You Take. That's The Police. Jenny from La Block by J Lo. Anything by Billy Joel. Ave Maurice Stella.
Interesting.
Who is that?
I guess out of those, I'll say Every Breath You Take.
I'm picking Ave Maurice Stella. Actually, I'm trying to become Pope. I saw the Pope they elected. I said, no, thank you. Actually, we need a new Pope. Adeyemi. Adeyemi could never be Pope. What did he say? You will never be Pope.
Yeah,
Ray Fiennes.
You will never be Pope.
Where did you spend last summer? Berlin, El Paso, had a staycation just chilling in my big throne in the Vatican, or Colonial Williamsburg.
I had a staycation.
I had a staycation just chilling in my big throne in the Vatican, obviously. Okay, pick your ideal date. April 17th. Remember from Mean Girls?
Of course, yeah.
shopping for baby furniture, catching the latest DreamWorks movie, listening to choir boys drop some dope plain song hymns, or ice cream eating contest?
Probably an ice cream eating contest.
I'm obviously catching the latest DreamWorks movie. I love film. Are you excited about the How to Train Your Dragon live action film coming out?
How to Train Your Dragon is about coaching former NBA player Dragon Bender, but no, I am not excited about the live action How to Train Your Dragon. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, agreed. It's Friday night. What are you doing? Plotting the 5th iteration of the Crusades. Skipping rope. Eating some bonbons. Reading the latest Danielle Steele novel.
I would love to eat some bonbons. That sounds delicious.
Bonbons do sound tasty, but I guess I gotta plot the 5th iteration of the Crusades. You know? What's your favorite form of communication? Texting, landline phone call, FaceTime, or papal decree?
Probably the papal decree.
I mean, it's got to be papal decree. Actually, that's a lot of text. I'm going to go with texting. It's easier to read.
Okay.
And I can use emojis. You probably can't use emojis in a papal decree. A popal decree. Why isn't it called popal if it's for the Pope?
It's papal.
Yeah, but it should be called popal.
Okay. Well, I'll let you take that up with them.
I am going to be the Pope. What would your friends say is your thing? Wearing a big Pope hat, always being 15 minutes early, being the guy who always remembers the Bud Light Lime, my crippling fear of small talk. Wow, that's actually a lot of good choices on this one.
Probably remembering the Bud Light Lime.
That's a chill guy. I can't imagine being 15 minutes early to anything.
Yeah, no thank you.
What? Like, I've hosted my fair share of events, and I guarantee...
The worst thing, though, for a host is somebody being 15 minutes early.
Like, I'm still
nightmare.
taking care of shit in my house.
Do not get there early. I am behind. I am, late. Late is better.
You know what I found in my 30s? I'm actually a bit of a hat guy. I'm going to be wearing a big Pope hat.
Okay.
That's my thing. What word best describes you? Hugger, loudmouth, Zumba, Pope. I'm going to pick Pope.
A bit of a loudmouth.
Oh my God. Habeas Popum, baby. It's probably Habemus Papum, baby. Looks like you're the Pope, all right. Don't you have better things to do right now than taking a BuzzFeed quiz? And it's a picture of Pope Francis reading a piece of paper looking.
They got your ass. Mine was, sorry, Buster, it looks like you're not the Pope. Better luck next time. So I got nope.
Damn. Well, that was fun. We love the Pope. He's from my hometown of Chicago, Illinois, which is where I live. Thomas, what's your social media if people want to hear more about your papal decrees?
My papal decrees. You can follow me at tom.tom.bsky.social or at tom.tom on X, everything app formerly known as Twitter.
The show's on YouTube at the Compassionate Haters Survivor podcast, the show we usually do about Survivor, the television program. Sometimes we have to do our own, and sometimes it turns out bad. What can people comment on YouTube?
They can, of course, comment, haha, very funny smiley face, as we mentioned earlier, or just smiley face.
Last week's poll, of course, asked Pope innocent or anti-Pope guilty. How do you think people voted on this one?
Did they say Pope guilty?
No, that actually wasn't a choice. It was Pope innocent or anti-Pope guilty.
Oh, did they vote for anti-Pope guilty?
No one voted for anti-Pope guilty. 100% of people voted for Pope innocent. Did you like Conclave? Did you appreciate it? Or were you like, this guy's bad, actually. I'm going to vote for the other guy.
No, I did not.
This motherfucker over here.
I just love the concept of anti-Pope guilty.
This guy. Pope, stolen valor. Stolen Pope valor. What can people vote on this week on Pope.com? What's it called? YouTube.com.
Well, we're going to start Survivor Tocantins next week.
Survivor Popentines.
So the question is, Tocantins or Token Adults?
I don't like that one.
You don't? You don't like that?
I don't think that's good. Have you seen that show on FX, Adults? It's pretty funny.
No, I have not.
It's pretty good. Pope.com is currently under construction, if you were curious.
Oh, bummer. I can't wait to see. Watch this space. I can't wait to see what they do there.
Welcome to our website. On this homepage, we'll introduce our business and highlight important areas of our site. Here's an example of a style we may use. And then there's an image of 4 CDs. It says blank CDs 20% off.
Whoa.
Running a business is
Pope.net.
never easy.
It's .com.
You can email sales@pope.com. 29120 Lakeshore Drive, Agoura, California, US 91302. If you want to send them anything in the mail. Do you have a better poll idea? Ooh, I do. Pope Adeyemi. Did we ever learn what Adeyemi was going to be called as Pope?
No, we never got that far.
Okay, Pope Adeyemi, Pope Innocent, Pope Leo the 14th, or Pope Jake, and it's me. I don't think I've ever worn a Pope hat, actually.
No, I mean,
Despite
first time for
being
everything.
Pope. Like, who would you like to see as Pope? And it's those 4 guys. You can vote at Survivor.
Are you going to take it really hard if you don't win?
Yeah, probably. You can vote at youtube.com/official hater survivor podcast.
Please don't hurt Jake's feelings.
Please don't hurt my feelings. I really want to be Pope. And by the time this next Chicago Pope is ready to give up the seat, I'll be perfect age to be Pope. How old do you have to be Pope? I guess there's no age requirement. There have been children who've been Pope, right? Jacob Tremblay.
Yeah.
We have a few shows on Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/justpodcasts. Just Popecasts. You want to shout any of them out?
I mean, this is our last papal episode, so probably Pope and Change.
Yeah. If you want to hear more about popes, you can go over to that one. This is a little sampling of our Pope fun. Thank the fans.
I would love to thank the listeners. Thank you for listening.
Okay. And review us on Apple Podcasts or anywhere else.
5 stars only. This is my favorite podcast. I like it better than all other podcasts. I give it a big thumbs up.
And please transcribe it perfectly like that.
Yeah, any errors that I make must make it in.
Next week we will finally be starting Survivor Tocantins with the first 2 episodes. We're gonna start off with 2 of them. What do you know about Survivor Tocantins, Thomas Powell?
Well, I did watch 30 minutes of it, the first episode, because I thought we were covering it this week. I know that it is in Brazil.
Yes.
And I know that there are some familiar faces there.
Yes. Anybody you want to shout out immediately? Or do you want to save
Tyson.
until next week? Yes, sir.
Coach.
Yes, sir.
JT.
Yes, sir.
Steven Fishbach.
Yes, sir. All of them. And all of this is before they, were famous for being on TV, so they're not like playing into their characters. So you get the raw shit.
This is first time players.
Yeah.
I've only ever seen them be repeat players.
Yep. Pretty good season. Perhaps one of the best. I would put it up there next to China as one of the best seasons ever. They really figured it out.
Fishbach's got a good track record of being on seasons of Survivor. Seasons.
Yeah. I think Tyson, too. I think everyone that Tyson has been on has been good.
And Coach, honestly, which is funny to say.
Well, the ones you've seen.
Oh, okay.
There's one that's a little low on the list of priority watching that is kind of weird, but we'll get to it eventually. Yeah, it's a good season. Pretty excited for that. We'll start with the next 2 episodes next week. And as Thomas referenced earlier, it is summertime actually now. So have a great summer.
It's not summertime. Deuces.
When I went to buy beers for hanging out on a Friday night last night. I also grabbed a energy drink from the liquor store for bottle check this morning. I got home, cracked open, fucking energy drink. I was like, no. This was supposed to be beer time. So now I have a probably flat energy drink here.
How did you let that happen?
I wasn't paying attention to what my hands were doing.
Okay.
I opened the box of beer, I was like, oh, let me grab one of these cans. And I looked down, the can I grabbed was from the people who brought you Baja Blast, Redcon 1, it's Cali Splash.
Wow, Cali Splash.
It's got an orange on it, it's got an apple, it's got a pineapple, and then I think another apple. A lot of apples, huh? 200 milligrams natural caffeine. It's got a lightning bolt, boost mood, got a brain, force metabolism, got a belly with the arrows. Increases focus and concentration, got the scope. You ready? You ready for the taste?
Yo, how's the taste?
Probably would have been better if I hadn't opened this 12 hours ago. I do have the remainder of my Reese's Pieces. I didn't eat them all in the freezer.
Oh wow, that's nice that you got it. That's nice. How long have you had those?
About a week.
I mean, it's not like they're gonna go bad.
I mean, it's frozen sugar. What's the problem? Oh, speaking of frozen sugar, do you remember Airheads? I saw an Airhead wrapper on the ground the other day.
Do I remember Airheads? Of course I remember Airheads.
Best shit in the world. So fucking good.
I can't imagine eating one now.
Yeah, I that's what I was thinking when I saw that. Man, what a treat. I do think there are Airheads flavored energy drinks somewhere in the world. So
Oh, that sounds absolutely disgusting.
maybe that's something for the future.
Smarten up, pros.
These five guys, Survivor Sports News, pop culture, and which, and is there a theme, and can you find out the theme? Thomas, how about John Amici?
John, oh man, I know so many things about John Amici.
Oh, cool. Tell me about
He
him.
was not openly gay, but I think he is one of the first former NBA players to come out. He has a particular relevance to our beloved Detroit Pistons because the when the Pistons were trading Grant Hill to the Orlando Magic, they originally asked for John Amici in that trade, and the Magic didn't want to give him up. So instead, they settled for an undrafted big man out of Virginia Union named Ben Wallace.
Oh, wow.
So that worked out pretty well for the Pistons, and he also famously was part of a revolt led by some disgruntled players for the Utah Jazz who were not in the rotation by Mark Jackson because Mark Jackson wanted to be the starting point guard over John Stockton, and it was so annoying that John Stockton retired. John Stockton probably could have played for like 3 to 4 more years, and Mark Jackson made him hate basketball.
That rules. That's so funny.
So yeah, I know a lot about John Amici. He played for the Orlando Magic and the Utah Jazz.
Yeah. Also played all over the place in Europe, it looks like. How about up next is a guy named Rafe Judkins.
Rafe Judkins. Oh, are you talking about the head writer, the showrunner for Amazon's Wheel of Time?
That's the one.
He was on. Was he on? Was he on Marquesas? What season was he on?
He was on Guatemala.
Guatemala. Okay, yeah.
Easy to confuse the two in my head. Because they're both from the old school, and they're both a good time. Up next, Gus Kenworthy.
Gus Kenworthy is a Survivor player, right?
He's from the other show.
Is he from Marquesas?
He's from the Challenge Champs versus Pros. He was one of the pros. He was a skier.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I think I know what this is. So is Pride the theme for this?
Our fourth guy is Josh Canfield. Remember him?
Not really. I do. Yeah, Gus Kenworthy was a freestyle skier, right?
That's right.
Okay.
What about Josh Canfield?
I don't. The name does not ring a bell.
You might recall a partner of his named Reed Kelly. Oh, come on, Thomas.
Were they on Blood versus Water?
Yes, they were on San Juan del Survivor together.
Is he the one that was in Hillsong, or is that the other one?
Oh, yeah. We've talked about this before. Yes, one of them. I don't remember who. But yeah, that was them. They
okay.
I think I've heard they're no longer together. R.I.P. to that relationship. But anyway.
Then also that guy's no longer in Hillsong because they kicked him out for being gay.
Ah, cool. What's the theme?
Theme is Pride, is it not?
Can you be more specific?
Why do I need to be more? It's gay men.
There we go. Okay, thank you. Happy Pride. Yes, good job. You did it.
Isn't that only 4 guys?
No, that was 5. John Amici, Rafe Judkins, Gus Kenworthy, Josh Canfield. Why is that hard to say? Josh Canfield. It's a lot of vowels. And Reed Kelly.
Oh, okay. So you were including the 2 of them together.
I was including the 2 of them together. That's the thing about gay men relationships. When it's 2 men, it's actually 2 people.
They often come in pairs.
Yes. Did you just hang up on me?
No.